The way we smell life is different for each and every one of us. This is why I tried to find just a single word or idea for each fragrance that I tested. I recommend to find your own style and fragrance group that defines you and not take anybody's opinion by default. We are all subjective, that is why you need to find your own signature scent. The history of perfume is almost as old as that of mankind. Evidence of the existence of perfume dating back to ancient times. The word perfume, used today, comes from the Latin language perfumus and means by smoke. For ancient people, in the ancient times, perfumes had the gift of defending the man who wore them. For ancient people, aromatic oils represented a way to show their veneration to the gods. The animals offered to the gods were accompanied by aromatic oils obtained from incense, myrrh, or basil. The first evidence of the existence of perfume dates back to ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, and Cyprus. The ancient Egyptians were the first to incorporate the scent into their culture, followed by the ancient Chinese, Hindu, Israelites, Arabs, Greeks, and Romans. The ancient Egyptians loved perfumes. It is said that the first perfume bottle was invented in Egypt. The Egyptians used perfume in religious rituals and funeral ceremonies. They associated them with the gods and knew their positive effect on health and well-being. Nefertum, god of perfumes, was in Egyptian mythology, originally a lotus flower at the creation of the world, who had arisen from the primal waters. Nefertum represented both the first sunlight and the delightful smell of the Egyptian lotus flower. Nefertum was the solar god of both healing and beautification, perfumes, and aromatherapy. In one myth, showing Nefertum's healing powers, Nefertum was said to have brought a water lily to Ra, to help ease the suffering of Ra's wounds as he aged. The water lily became one of Egypt's few sacred flowers. His flower was one of the favorite flowers of Egypt, shown on tomb walls. Lotus oil is the oil of devotion and universal love. Help connect with our higher self, the transcendental aspect of existence. It activates the most refined emotions of our heart. Useful to prepare us for meditation and pray. Lotus oil was considered one of the 7 sacred oils of Egypt. It calms the mind, offers serenity, certainty, and confidence. Motivates the success of prosperity, desire to share with others, respect, and appreciation of beauty in the world. Peppermint is among the more important and oldest natural drugs. It dates back thousands of years to the ancient civilizations of Greece and Egypt. Peppermint is a cooling, relaxing herb that contains properties that help ease inflamed tissues, calm muscle spasms or cramps, and inhibit bacteria and microorganisms. It also has pain-relieving and infection-preventing qualities. The herb has been used as a remedy for indigestion since ancient Egyptian times. In fact, dried peppermint leaves were found in Egyptian pyramids dating back to 1000 BC. Myrrh was the first type of perfume and represented the privilege of kings and priests, after which, over time, this became accessible to the other social categories. Because they frequently used aromatic oils, the Egyptians created a variety of fragrant creams and fragrant emollients with which they covered their hair and body, and as they began to import spices from India, they added ginger, pepper, and sandalwood in their fragrant oils and creams. Myrrh is a natural gum or resin extracted from a number of small, thorny tree species named Commiphora. Myrrh has been used throughout history as a perfume, incense, and medicine. Myrrh was one of the most sacred herbal substances of ancient Egypt. It was also a precious offering given to all the deities. It was used in two primary forms, essential oil and gum resin. Both oil and resin were used in a wide variety of perfumes and medicines. Myrrh is most commonly known as one of the gifts, along with gold and frankincense, the three wise men brought to Jesus in the New Testament. In fact, it was actually mentioned in the Bible for 152 times.